I am officially done messing with my camera because I would go around the table and reset it and then come back and sit down and do like a little portrait thing, and then I would have to go back around and I have to see the lighting and I have to see all this. You know what? I'm not a camera person, all right? I'm just learning the ropes here. I don't even have a tripod. All I have is literally my camera on a stack of books. But you know what? We're just gonna make it work for now. So anyway, I am here to, well, first impressions. I've been watching the booktube community for quite some time and I've always wanted to join in, but I've always been like way too scared to. I remember, I think it was in the summer before I moved, I wanted to do a booktube thing and I started doing the newbie tag. And the more I ran through the questions, the more I just felt like I was being interviewed for some internship or some job that I wasn't going to be paid for. I just got really nervous. I felt like I wasn't being myself, and now I've gotten to the point where it's been a year since then and I've just given up on attempting perfection. So now I'm just going to go with whatever's popping into my head. And recently I've been stuck on the idea of an unhaul. I recently got a job at a bookstore. I got a job at Barnes & Noble, and every week since I've been getting paid, I've been buying books. This is a severe problem for me, specifically because of the type of person I am. Very much a person who collects books. I always have the intention of reading them, but I have the intention of reading everything I buy. It piles up and I get overwhelmed, and then I go, you know what, never mind, I'm just not gonna do it today. I wanna read everything, so naturally nothing is getting read. I decided that instead of doing the booktube newbie tag in a traditional way, aka sitting in front of my camera and talking to you guys and doing nothing else, I figured I would get up out of the hot seat because I hate this lighting and I'm so fed up with this setup already. I figured what I would do in this particular happenstance is I would answer booktube newbie tag questions while doing kind of an unhaul, but kind of not. I bought 2 new books this past week and I've realized I have a whole bunch of books on my shelves that I have not read yet. So this is going to be an unshelving video. It's going to be a hot mess. All of it. I'm gonna be a mess. You're gonna be a mess. My whole shelves are gonna be a mess. Just breathe. Just breathe. It'll be fine. Here we go. I'm going to answer questions while doing an unshelving, and from there, we're gonna figure out what to do. We're gonna find out together. It's gonna be an adventure. Come with me now.
Hi, River. You're such a sweet girl. Hi, Broly.
Oh God, I don't think I've read anything on this top shelf. I've decided I'm not going to pull all of these books because my floors would just be a complete mess. I'm just gonna go through and point at them and say read, read, not read. So let's see, this one is I Wear the Black Hat. Yep, I've read that one. Our Magnificent Bastard Tongue. I've wanted to read that one. Have not read, 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 have not read. Not read, not read, not read, not read, read, not read. And these are fantasy books, so not read, not read, not read. Yes, read. Not read, not read. Read, read, read. Read, read, read.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Not read, not read, not read, not read. Not read, not read. Not read, not read, not read, read, read. And as you can tell, these are the ones I have read because they have like little notes in them for my research. This one has not, I've not put my notes in, but I have read it. This one I have clearly read, reading currently. Read, read, I think I'm reading that one now. Not read, not read. Half read, not read, not read, not read, not read, not read. Sorry, read. Dogs are wrestling in the background, so don't mind them. Not read, this camera will not focus. Not read, not read, not read, not read, not read. Read, read, not read, half read. Not read, not read, not read, not read. DNF that one. Not read, 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 yes. Okay, so now that we have gone through that mess, I apparently will sit here and answer questions. I didn't realize how many books I hadn't read until I looked at the whole first row of my shelf and went, holy crap, I have not read any of these. I have to admit, it's going to be a little bit terrifying looking at this footage afterwards, because I am going to be faced with all of the books that I have picked up and bought and invested money in and have not read yet. But you know what? It's okay. I'm doing a self-intervention here. You know what? You guys can take that ride with me, and you can suffer with me, and you can internalize with me. At least I finished the Harry Potter series. Okay, that's a lie. I didn't finish the Harry Potter series, but I will tell you why. The reason I did not finish the Harry Potter series was because there was a part of me that always knew that when I hit the 7th book and I finished the 7th book, it would be over. And there's a part of me that is just not ready to accept that yet. I've watched the films, I know exactly what happens, and I can't bring myself to read it just yet. But you know what? This is going to be an adventure, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a couple of books from my shelves to read. At the very least, while I'm buying new books, I'm reading the ones that are on my shelves at the same time. For now, we're just going to start on the book/author Q&A that I'm going to answer here. I do intend on expanding my author platform a little bit on here as well while I'm writing my books. Finally, start with the first question. Why did you start this channel? I love reading. I love writing. There's really nothing beyond that I can think of. What fun and unique things are you bringing, and what can we expect? Definitely hookers and blow. If you're down for that, then we can party. I'm a very sarcastic person. I like keeping things lively and interesting. I'm always seeking novelty, and I'm always never finishing projects. So you can look forward to that. You know, at the very least, if you think you're failing, you can look at my life and just be like, you know what? I'm okay. So number 3, what are you excited for with this channel? I'm excited to become a part of the community, finally. Why do you love reading/writing? See, this is where it started kind of feeling like an interview to me. I just love it. Why does a fish love water? You know, why do we love breathing? It's just a part of who I am. It's always been a part of who I am. I've loved the beauty of the written word for as long as I can remember. What challenges will you face? That's number 5. I would say consistency. I am awful at sticking to a schedule. I'm awful with communication, so like I may not get to everybody's comments and stuff like that. I suck at it. Those are the areas that I am not versed in at all. So I'm gonna try my best, but set your expectations low for me. When did you start reading and writing? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I started reading and writing when I was like a kid. Like I don't know, it's been a part of my life for a very long time. I think the earliest I can remember writing was poetry, and it was crap poetry, but it was at like 10 or 11. What book series got you into reading and writing? Oh, The Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. My mother was an avid reader. She always encouraged learning and knowing, and she didn't care really what books I read. As like, she would always encourage me to come and ask questions and be curious about the art and understand more and expand my mind and always know, always seek knowledge. So I can't tell you what got me into it. It was just something that was cultivated in me since I was like, you know, 5 or 6. I can't give you an answer on that. I'm sorry. All right, number 8, how do you read? Left to right, top to bottom. I know it's pretty cliche, but all the cool kids are doing it, so. All right, number 9, what is your writing method? My writing method, I don't really have one. It all depends on whatever I'm feeling at the time. I could go on my laptop, I have a typewriter, I have an extensive collection of about 30 notebooks, 30 or 40, and it's just whatever I have on hand. I'll use receipt paper from my work if I have to. Of course, it ensures that none of my notes will be in one place, but it's still variety. Number 10, okay, so what kind of books do you like? I like research books, namely history. I just finished reading up on Irish Celtic culture and Celtic culture in general and Druids and all that stuff. So I've branched out of that, and I've actually just recently gotten into researching Vikings. I actually have a few segments running around in my head about research books and all that stuff. For those who are knowledge seekers, such as I also enjoy fantasy, high fantasy, romance. I don't think there's a genre that I haven't attempted to explore, just to have more knowledge on the topic. So number 12 is, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, category, young adult, new adult, kids? My preferred writing tense is past tense. My preferred point of view is third person, either limited or omniscient. I could bounce between the two. I prefer omniscient because, you know, you can really expand on even secondary characters and what they're feeling and what they're thinking. Third person limited doesn't allow you to, I mean, it's limited, right? It says so in the title. It doesn't really allow you to branch out to other characters. Category, definitely adult. I can't see anything I write being young adult or even new adult. Definitely not kids, just adult. NC-17. Number 13, do you plot or nah? It really all depends on the circumstances. Sometimes I plot, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have a random scene in my head and I'll just put it down. Sometimes I'll have an entire book in my head that I have to start outlining immediately, which I stop halfway through. Number 14, published or nah? No. Oh God, what was the first story you ever wrote? So, the first story I ever wrote was a god-awful story that I wrote at like 13, 14. It was about this girl named Irisi who was this descendant of Isis. And I was a huge fan of Egyptian mythology at the time, if you couldn't tell. I can't even remember half the stuff that happened. I don't even have the original version of it anymore because when I wrote it, it was during a time of dial-up and crap computers. So you're never gonna see that material. It's gone. It's off the face of the earth. Even the internet does not remember. Do you plan writing times or do you just write when available? I honestly just write whenever I'm available, whenever I have the chance. It's like I said, if I'm at work, I'll like print off a piece of receipt paper and I'll just start doodling down ideas. I understand that not everybody is like me, not every writer is like me, but my brain never stops. It never stops plotting. It never stops thinking of new things or new ideas. So this was this. I feel like today's been an adventure. You know what? It's been hell. This is probably the best first video I think I could ever do because there's no way to go except up. So yeah, I don't know, leave a comment below if you have any advice or constructive criticism to throw my way. I don't mind that either. If you just want to troll, I'll troll right back and then we can have a troll fest. That'll be fun too. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Cheers.